Welcome to episode 5 of Inspiring Hope, the power of positivity, inspiring hope. My wonderful friends, and all of you who are listening or watching with hope in your hearts, there is a force within you that is more powerful than your circumstances, more enduring than your struggles, and more decisive than any obstacle you will ever face. It is not found in your bank account, your title, or your environment. It is found in your mindset. It is the power of positivity. Positivity is often misunderstood. It is not denial. It is not pretending that life is easy or that pain does not exist. Positivity is the disciplined decision to rise above what you feel, to rise above what you see, and to believe in what is still possible. It is the quiet strength that says, even in the darkest moment, that your story is not over. Every single day, life presents us with challenges. Some are expected, others come without warning. You may not control what happens to you, but you will always control how you respond. And in that response lies your power. Two individuals can face the same hardship and walk away with completely different outcomes. One becomes discouraged and the other defeated. Also, the other becomes stronger and wiser. The difference is not the challenge. The difference is the mindset. Positivity is the ability to interpret adversity. It is the capacity to look at setback and see setup for growth. It is the courage to declare that failure is not final, that pain is not permanent, and that tomorrow can be greater than today. We see this truth in everyday life. The student who fails an exam but refuses to give up, choosing instead to study harder and come back stronger. The entrepreneur whose first business collapses but uses the lesson to learn to build something greater. The nurse, the doctor, the public servant who faces pressure, long hours, and uncertainty, yet continues to serve with compassion and excellence. These are not people without problems. These are people who have chosen perspective. Your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. When you believe that something is possible, you begin to act in ways that make it possible. When you believe that you are capable, you begin to unlock capabilities you never knew you had. But when negativity takes hold, it limits you before you even begin. It plants seeds of doubt, magnifies fear, and convinces you to surrender prematurely. That is why you must guard your mind with intention. Be careful of the voices you entertain, the conversations you absorb, and the thoughts you repeat to yourself. Because what dominates your thinking will ultimately direct your life. If you constantly say you cannot, you will not. If you constantly say, believe you are not enough, you will never feel enough. But when you begin to declare with conviction that you will rise, that you will overcome, that you will grow, something begins to shift. Your posture changes. Your confidence grows. Your actions align with your belief. Positivity is not passive. No. It is not a daily commitment. It is a discipline that must be practiced, especially on the days when you feel most difficult. There will be moments in your life when the weight of disappointment feels overwhelming. Moments when hope feels distant and the path forward is unclear. But it is in those moments that positivity becomes your greatest asset. Because positivity is not proven in comfort. It is revealed in adversity. It is easy to be hopeful when everything is going well. But true strength is demonstrated when you can stand firm in uncertainty, when you can choose faith over fear, and when you can keep moving forward without having all the answers. Your life does not change simply because your circumstances change. Your life changes when you change. When your thinking evolves, your perspective expands, and your attitude becomes stronger than your obstacles. History reminds us that the greatest transformations have come from individuals who refuse to be defined by their limitations. They choose resilience over resignation. They choose purpose over pain. They choose positivity over despair. And that same power lives within you. You have the ability to transform your pain into purpose. You have the strength to rise above your challenges. Of course, you have the capacity to create a life that reflects your highest potential and not your deepest fears. But it begins with a decision to think differently, a decision to see differently, a decision to live with intention and purpose. So today, I challenge you, when negativity comes, do not give it authority over your life. When doubt arises, respond with conviction and clarity. When life tests you, stand with courage and determination. Choose to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Choose to speak hope where others speak fear. Choose to believe in your future even when your present is uncertain. Because the world does not need more discouragement. It does not need more defeat. It needs people who carry light, people who inspire, who uplift, who lead by example through the strength of their mindset. And that begins with you. Your positivity has the power to influence your family, your workplace, your community, and your nation. A positive mindset does not just change individuals. It transforms environments. It creates possibilities. It builds futures. So rise each day with purpose. Guard your thoughts. Speak life into your circumstances, and never underestimate the power of a positive mind. Because when you change your mindset, you change your direction. And when you change your direction, you change your destiny. So this is your moment. This is your power. This is your call to rise. Stay inspired. Stay hopeful. And never stop believing in the power of positivity. Now, I ask all of you to please subscribe to my channel so you get more of my inspirational messages. The next one you need to look out for is episode 6, which is coming your way very soon. Thank you.